Guten Morgen friends, Siddharth Agarwal here. So friends, in today's video I am going to talk about digital sovereignty in Deutschland. And the basis of this concept is, friends, Deutschland, or you can say the complete Europe, wants to be unabhängig von America. That is, to be independent of America. I am talking about information technology platforms like Microsoft 365, Azure, Amazon, AWS, or maybe even Windows, 2011, Windows 11, Windows 10 platforms, operating systems, because these all platforms belongs to America in some or the other way. In this video, friends, I am going to explain you some of the new opportunities which are coming up in 2026 and 2027. This video I am making in the end of December 2025. Well, today is 6th December. And I would suggest you please see this video very cautiously and very completely, because you can frame a path for you yourselves when you want to search job in Germany or in Europe in the year 2026. Because this is a really a very brewing topic these days, friends. And if you expertise yourself in the upcoming job profiles, I'm sure that you'll get a lot of chance to get employed somewhere in Germany or in Europe. So let's dive deep into this concept, friends. There is a rule from USA called Cloud Act. There is a full form of cloud. I'll write down on the screen. Now, there are certain parameters and there are many things called for in this rule, but the most problematic rule is that this gives government of America a right to access data stored on American servers or American service providers, irrespective whether their data is stored in American servers or even in Europe. That means if I have a company in Germany and my data is uploaded onto AWS servers, which is there in Germany only, in Frankfurt, still, as per Cloud Act, the government of America will have rights to access this data directly without my permission, which is a complete blunt violation of GDPR. So thereby, friends, now there is a very serious talk going on, and there are certain concrete steps being taken by many companies in Germany to go independent of America. Now, we are talking about, let's say, emailing, let's say cloud hosting, let's say operating systems. Let's talk about anything like Outlook 365, Microsoft M365, or let's talk about the operating systems like Windows 11, Windows 10. These all are some or the other way connected with America, and Germany, or you can say the complete Europe, wants to get rid of this thing. So now let's dive deep into step by step what is going on and where are the chances of you getting employment. Now, as I said, friends, German companies or European companies are trying to reduce their dependency on the American softwares. So the classic examples that I can cite right now is, for example, Microsoft 365 is these days being replaced by Nextcloud. Now, Nextcloud is a European entity which has some, I believe, has headquarters in Germany only, and this is extensively being used in many government organizations these days in Germany, and it is considered as a replacement of Microsoft 365. Further, to talk about Office 365. So, friends, LibreOffice, which is, I believe, I used to use it even 10 years back in Linux. So LibreOffice is a very strong contender against Microsoft 365 Office. Apart from that, Collabora is also a new software. Well, for me it is a new software. You may have used it earlier as well, but Collabora is also used as a contender against Office 365. To replace Outlook, there is a new software called Open-Xchange. So they are now insisting upon Open-Xchange to be installed as a replacement of Outlook. Now you can consider the depth of this discussion, that even the Windows operating system is being replaced. So many organizations are switching over to Linux, like Linux Suse or maybe Ubuntu flavors of Linux. Once again, friends, I would like to recall my statement that please note down these profiles wherein you have a lot of opportunities. So in case if you have experience or you can develop your skills in these areas which I am mentioning right now, like Linux, Collabora, or Office or Nextcloud sort of things, then you certainly have a lot of chances of getting employment in these in 2026 at least. Now, once again, I would like to mention you, friends, for your information, this shift is not meant for cost cutting. Of course, cost cutting also comes as a free gift along with it. This is actually meant to ensure data protection, legal compliance, and national security. There's another advantage of this shift to these open platforms, and that is to avoid vendor lock-in. Because you know it very well, friends, if you are 100% dependent on a service provider, there are some chances of, in case if something goes wrong or some prices goes up, then you have no other option but to stick to that vendor. So switching over to these open platforms also gives a chance to be vendor neutral, and you can always switch over to some other vendors as and when required. Now, here is an interview tip. Just in case if you are going to appear for an interview, or you are preparing for an interview, in especially in areas like IT or some developer positions, you should always keep yourselves updated on these points, friends. So, just to give you a concrete example, what has happened till date in Germany for this data sovereignty thing is, so there is a state called Schleswig-Holstein, and the German government, the state government of this state is migrating 30,000 government users from Microsoft to Linux, Nextcloud, and LibreOffice. So, friends, this is a massive shift. Just imagine if you were given a chance, or you have an opportunity for a job to migrate from the existing Microsoft environment to Linux or Nextcloud or LibreOffice. There is a massive amount of work to be done, and here is where you should strike. Because if you have an experience in migrating from one platform to another, there is certainly a lot of requirement for experts, because this is a figure of only one state wherein 30,000 employees are being shifted. Just imagine if it works out for the complete Germany, and not to forget, you are also eligible to work in other states, in other countries in Europe. So there is definitely a lot of opportunity for even other countries. Just to cite one more example, schools in Germany, in the state Baden-Württemberg, they have completely removed Microsoft Teams. They are simply not using Microsoft Teams for collaborating with each other, and this is also a concrete example that things are really serious here. Now, friends, many countries in European Union are also joining their hands to have a collaborative effort towards cloud systems. So there is a tool or a platform called Gaia-X, Gaia-X, which is a joint effort by many countries in European Union, and they are attempting their level best to replace Microsoft Cloud or AWS kind of platforms, so that the European Union will have their own cloud setup and their data will be completely protected there. So again, there is a takeaway, friends. Please Google Gaia-X, try to get as much information as possible, and try to skill up in that area also. Just in case if you can show some skills in your resume, if you can mention some skills in your resume related to Gaia-X, be 100% sure that this skill will certainly catch attention of recruiters. So here I would like to summarize, friends, what is exactly replacing what. So you have a very clear understanding in which area you should be focusing upon in the year 2026. So Nextcloud, which is a German product or maybe a European product, is destined or is planned to be used as an alternative to Microsoft 365, Dropbox, Google Drive, and Teams. For Teams, they are using Nextcloud Talk, which is another component of Nextcloud. So now you have a very clear understanding that Nextcloud and Nextcloud Talk is something that you should be Googling and trying to be an expert in these fields. Another tool called LibreOffice and or Collabora Online. This tool is being used to replace Microsoft Office. Open-Xchange, that is OX App Suite, is an alternative to Outlook Web Exchange Online. Linux systems, as I said, Suse or Ubuntu, these operating systems are being planned to be used in replacement to Windows operating systems. So Windows could be Windows 10, Windows 11, or any other platforms of Windows. So now, friends, let's talk about which are the companies which you should unbedingt folgen. Unbedingt folgen means which you should definitely, without fail, follow. You should be very closely following up the career section of these companies. The first and the foremost is Ionos, IONOS Germany. This company is taking a lead in data sovereignty, and you definitely want to check out their career sections. Another company I would recommend is Telecom Systems, that is T-Systems. Well, this company actually is a telecom company, is a mobile service provider. Apart from that, they also have a presence in other areas, including software development and migration. So friends, positively check out their career sections as well. OVH Cloud. This is actually a French company, and this is also very actively participating in this scenario. Scaleaway. Scaleaway is also a French company, and you should certainly check out their career sections as well. Now, just in case, friends, if you are also from cybersecurity, like I am, so you can always check out some compliance related requirements, because now that this data sovereignty is coming into picture, there are certain compliant related parameters which will also ask for new jobs or new skill people. So, if you know GDPR, BAIT, DORA, CRITIS, and cloud security, you can certainly try your level best to get into data sovereignty parameters or data sovereignty aspect, and I'm sure that there are a lot of new opportunities will be coming up in the year 2026. Now the next opportunity is for cloud migration specialist. So friends, in this scenario, Europe definitely, I'm talking about the Europe, not only for Germany. So the complete Europe and European Union needs experts to migrate Microsoft to Nextcloud, Azure to European Cloud, Google to on-prem systems. Now, on-prem systems means on-premises. So friends, as an after effect of this data sovereignty and all this scenario is going on, now, many companies are even targeting or planning to go for on-premises systems. So, this is another very important parameter. If you have hands-on experience on working on servers, or maybe the complete bare metal hardware, then you definitely have a lot of chance even in on-premise systems. The most widespread opportunity is for Linux. So, friends, as I said, even Windows is not being spared. That means, just imagine you and I regularly use Windows 11, Windows 10 operating systems, and what if we are all of a suddenly told that you have to switch over to Linux? So now here a lot of opportunities will be coming up for Linux trainers or Linux specialists. Let's say if you were to update the Linux system, so for that you need Ansible, for example, or maybe there are many other tools like Puppet. So for these areas or these job profiles, there will be a lot of requirement in 2026. Please think upon getting a hands-on experience or getting expertization in Linux as well. So these were some, a general look of how the job scenario will be in 2026. If you would like me to make any dedicated video on any particular profile, then please write them in the comment section, because even I am not an expert in every field. I am only a cybersecurity specialist, but certainly I'll take inputs from experts and I'll make a dedicated video as per your requirements. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubts, any comments or any questions, please feel free to post them on YouTube comments. I'll be more than happy to assist you. I will see you in my next video. Cheers.